Hey everybody, JB here with you. It is February 6th, 2026. It's Friday. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Good start to your weekend. If you're starting it today, weekend's coming up. I am coming to you from just outside of Columbus, Ohio. Not where I was about a week or so ago, but over in the Hebron area. Sorry. I'm parked. I'm safe. It has been a winter wonderland, and it's not been in the fun way. I left Pennsylvania around 12 a.m., got to my load, had to go get an empty trailer because the place yesterday where I delivered didn't have any empty trailers. Excuse me. Just finished lunch. So I had to go back, get an empty trailer, and then go down the road about 45 minutes to pick up my load, which was a preloaded trailer. Security there, wonderful. Really appreciate it. Very friendly, very nice, very professional. Well, unfortunately, my motor carrier kind of messed up this morning. Didn't seem like anybody was in the office. And they asked us to do everything by tablet. That way they can respond faster instead of phone calls. Tried by tablet, numerous messages. Nothing. Tried to call. Phones weren't even on. So, grabbed my paperwork, got the load, got on down the road. They finally got back with me this morning. Granted, it was about 5, almost 6 hours later, and I was almost 300 miles down the road with the load. But it's all good, and I actually got a fairly decent paying load as kind of an apology. So tomorrow in the morning I'll be delivering in Missouri. Then I'll be leaving Missouri, going over to Kansas, picking up in Topeka, Kansas, and then taking that all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. So there's that. It's a light load too, and I've really been enjoying more of the lighter loads because it's easier on my truck, not so much wear and tear, and the fuel mileage. Fuel mileage has been really great, especially since I'm back fueling primarily at TA, Travel Centers of America, and Petro truck stops. This truck likes that fuel better. It's been kind of crazy today as far as the driving. I made it just shy of 500 miles. Not too bad. I could have pushed for a little more, but Columbus, I don't know what's going on in the road systems over there. I know this area has been hammered with snow and ice. I have it right here, the truck stop that I'm in. I'll probably take you out in a few minutes, show you that. My truck is completely filthy. It's completely covered in road grime and windshield washer fluid and probably anything else from the road. There's snow and there's ice on it. Oh yeah. I actually stopped for fuel in West Virginia today, and Frosty the Snowman was giving me his blessing, I guess, because it was snowing, and it was snowing pretty good, and the wind was blowing, so it was snowing fast. So yeah, I'm trying to get fuel and getting snowed on. Oh, so yesterday I had a couple of comments on my Facebook, and I had some messages privately. Folks, I know most everybody is familiar with the snow and the cold, and I'm not above anybody else. I'm not. I just hate being in this stuff because this stuff can get you sick really quick. Not to mention I control and maintain the control of such a large vehicle. This thing is 70 feet long, and when fully loaded with a heavy load, it's 80,000 pounds. That's 40 tons. And I have to control this and I have a legal responsibility to keep the public safe controlling this vehicle. Being that we are considered federal contractors who cross state lines, that is another responsibility that gets thrown on top of us. Go figure. So when we're out here, it gets crazy. The road conditions, the snow, the ice, just everything. And it doesn't make it very fun to be out here in this stuff. It doesn't. It's cold. And the cold's not too bad by itself. Okay, if there's no wind, I can actually be out in the cold for a long time. But when the wind kicks up, then it's a different story. Because then no matter how much you wear or what you don't have on, you're going to feel that cold. Down in my home state of Florida, we don't get a lot of cold every year, but we've been having more years with cold in the wintertime. And down there, what makes it kind of unique is the fact that we still have humidity year-round, because Florida is a tropical climate, especially with its place on the globe in relation to the equator. In that whole sector, that's kind of a tropical area. Well, when the cold gets going down there, as it did this past weekend, that humidity kicks up with the wind, and you can have on 2, 3, 4 layers, and it will still cut you to the bone. So folks, it's not me complaining and going on and griping about the cold. I just don't like being in this stuff anymore. And nobody cares on the road. Everybody just drives however they want. Nobody seems to have any kind of safety in mind for anybody. I try to make the best of it, listen to good music, smile, try to enjoy the sun whenever we get it. It's been trying to break through the clouds, but it's just kind of miserable up here today in Ohio. It's better than it was over in Pennsylvania, but not by much. And I think they're getting ready to get hammered this weekend, starting tonight in this area again. So, but it is what it is for that time of year. I still have to make money, so I still have to run in this stuff. Anyway, like I said, it's Friday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Great start to your weekend. I guess I could take you outside and show you what's going on out there a little bit. I'm going to flip the camera around here, and that way you all can kind of see what it is. We'll start from my perspective, where I'm sitting at, out my driver's side window. Okay, so there's the steering wheel. Yep, it's a Freightliner. Some of you know them as Freight Shakers, but she's a good truck. And here's what we're dealing with outside. It has been lightly snowing, but as you can tell, this is the truck stop that I'm at. Now, more up towards the front of where the truck stop is. And over that way where I have to walk to get into the truck stop, there's a lot more ice. So you have to be very careful. Hi everybody, back again. I'm going to get out of the truck, kind of give you a walk around of what's going on. I tried to shoot a video before I went in to grab my pizza for lunch, but I didn't like the way the video came out, so I'm not running with it. Trying to think here. There's some stuff that I've been wanting to talk about. I think it's been a long day. Like I said, I've been up since about 9-10 o'clock last night, so I've been up well over 12 hours. I think we're going on 15 hours now, so there's that. Excuse me for just a second while I take a drink of something here, kind of keep myself from getting too parched as I talk. Dry weather will do that pretty quickly. Okay, that's much better. All right, so let's get out of the truck. Kind of show you what's going on. Too close to my face. Too close to my face. Trust me, folks, I know. I'm an ugly mug, I get it. Anyway, so Let's see here. I hope that you're able to hear me well. I try to leave a pause in there whenever I flip the camera on this phone because it tends to cut the audio out when I flip the camera around. So I'll pause for a moment here. My apologies. Allergies, different weather conditions, things are changing. Okay, so you all can see the trailer that I have. And you can see it's a lot cleaner than it was because a lot of the stuff that was on here has fallen off already. But we come back here, and yes, folks, this is several feet of snow that's been pushed back by the plows. Because this whole area was covered for several days, the snow plows have actually been out working overtime. They had a couple of them in here about 30-45 minutes ago, and you can see that there's more snow there. There's more snow here. There's just a lot of snow everywhere. It's the Great White North. Just kind of show you here. Yep, you get snow on the tires, on everything. It all gets underneath the undercarriage too. My apologies. I'm going to show you a little bit of my truck. Now, for safety and privacy reasons, yes, you all can see the trailer that I have. You can make your own assumptions about who I pull for. But I'm going to show you a little bit of my truck. But I can't show everything because, like I said, it's safety. Don't need people tracking me down on the road. I'm on enough social media. If you want to talk to me, you can find me. But I wanted to show you kind of what my truck looks like when I go through these conditions out here, because some people ask that all the time. So we're going to flip the camera around. I'm going to take a little pause again. Flip the camera around and kind of show you what's going on with the truck. This is what the truck looks like after going down the road in these kind of conditions. And some ask, they're like, hey, why don't you get a truck wash? You don't want to have your truck washed in freezing cold weather. Now, granted, you are inside of a bay, and they are using warmer water to wash all of this mess off. Unfortunately, the truck still has to dry, and if you go out there with a wet truck and all of this freezes, then you just spent $50 to $75+ for a truck wash that really didn't help anything. Go figure. I'm going to show you this side too. It's pretty bad also. Believe it or not, this stuff actually can stay on the truck. It won't damage the paint, and it's better until I get to warmer conditions to where I can have her properly washed. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. I'm gonna get back inside. The wind's picked up again. I was out here a bit ago and I had to put on my bigger coat with my my hoodie here. I'm trying not to get sick or anything by that nature. But at any rate, thanks again for joining me today. Really appreciate it. It is Friday, February 6th, 2026. Coming to you from Hebron, Ohio, just outside of Columbus. I hope you all have a great and safe Friday. Enjoy it wherever you may be. If you are in warm climate, stay cool. And if you're in cold climate, stay warm. And as always, I'll see you somewhere down the road. Take care, everybody.